Today was interesting. I actually taught a class today. So there's a computer science professor that I was a student of hers, and unfortunately they had a family emergencies come up, and they asked if I could potentially sub in for two of her classes, and I thought, well, sure, why not? Like, this is stuff that I've covered, this is stuff that I could teach myself, so why not? And that's how I ended up in a situation where I ended up teaching. Well, I taught one class and just kind of oversaw another class, which was a lab. And a lab is just a day where you kind of work on, it's like a hands-on style where you're applying you're applying recent things that you learned from that class, and that's what that lab is for. One of those is a lab, and in that class I didn't really do too much other than just kind of monitor, make sure people were doing stuff. Yeah. That was more for monitoring, but I still subbed in. The second class, I actually got to teach the lecture. Unfortunately, my professor, she sent me a video lecture that she quickly recorded, and I'm so glad she did, because it gave me all the information that I needed to going forward for that class, which was two-dimensional arrays, which is a concept that's not too complicated, but can be. And this is the intro to like programming class, so yeah, it's a more complicated concept. But thankfully she gave me that record lecture, and based off of that, I was able to teach the lecture. I didn't just show the lecture, like I actually taught it myself. I just recreated what she showed in her video lecture myself. And it was done in C++, and I had gone through all her classes and everything. I did great in her classes. So after I familiarized myself a little bit with C++, I was able to teach the lecture, and I didn't have to have like notes or anything open. I just went on the fly. I just implemented everything I needed to based on the high level stuff, which was just assigning the array values based on user input, and then displaying the array using the accumulator to total up the entirety of the array, getting row totals, column totals, and that's what the class was about, and that's what I showed in the kind of hands-on as I was coding through it. I was explaining what I was doing and so on. Overall, it was a very interesting experience. I'm happy for it, and I think it helps me out, because in the future I'm going to be teaching a community education class on my own website building platform, which nobody has signed up for, but it's only been out for a week, so I still got to do more marketing on that piece. And yeah, this actually has been one of the bigger updates that I had in a while. At the time of recording this video, I'm like 10-14 days behind on videos I haven't scheduled to post, just because I haven't done the time, or haven't had the time. I'm still recording them, I just haven't scheduled to post them, so I gotta do that. Yeah, that's all I got for today.